Okay, boxcar Richard, we are doing comedy today. Of course, my cam broke, so I have to get a different camera. You ever have those days where you're just going about your normal day and things start to break down on you for some reason? You're driving along, suddenly your music stops and your car's going clinking, 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 clinking sound. Or you're stuck again. Man, you have to get out, change your tire, see if you have a spare tire around. If you don't, you're going to have to drive on a flat tire for an hour, find a place to change your tire, and maybe you should look up. Maybe there's a UFO up there beaming on you, I don't know. Maybe the UFO is giving you bad luck. You have to escape the UFO. Put your truck in reverse, try to go backwards. Maybe the UFO can't go backwards. They also call it groundhog day, where things happen over and over again. You're repeating the same day again. Could be the same accident. You're driving again, you get another flat tire the same day. Feel like the day is going over and over. Or you're trying to get to that wedding and you're in a hurry and all of a sudden you get a flat tire. One of those days. Things just happen over and over in your daily life. Where you think you're in a groundhog day, or even parents back then, they had that cool radio in the back, that was the 80s radio, but somehow, stuff in the 80s, parents will tell you they had the same stuff forever and ever. They never changed it. Things in the 80s maybe were better. So little stuff like the old radio, the old TV they had back in the 80s was much better than TVs now. TVs now, they're so pretty and skinny, you can jiggle them. They break on you. You turn it on and the TV can break on you. Stuff like a good old truck, you can beat it up, punch it, it'll still work even though it's like clinking, clanking, clinking. It'll still work in some sense. Things in the 80s were so much better than things now that they come out with these weird sci-fi super duper cars that don't need gas anymore, whatever kind of cars they come out with. Fancy cars that could drive and take you anywhere. You don't need to drive them anymore, you can use a robot. The robot's going to drive you everywhere. It's like with those movies back in the day. Tell the robot where to go. Hey, I need to go to the library. And the robot's going to drive you to the library. But those days never happened for some reason. The car industry never took off. You get those old crappy cars come out once in a while. Everything, it's a new car, yay! Fancy car. The rich could pay anything for the cars. But you're never going to have a reliable truck like the old 80s truck. You can put anything on it. You can put in a tree in it. You can put on a couch. You can put a bed in it. It's reliable. Stuff that the parents had in the 80s, like the old TV, old radio, they're reliable. They've been there forever and ever. Stuff they come out with now, super duper and no cables and all that. 2 days later they break on you. So that's how things are with the super duper inventions now. They break on you 2 days later. Good luck with that, buddy. Buy a brand new TV, expect it to last forever. I got a super slim TV, yay man! Turn it on. What was that? Who knows what they come out with, super slim gimmicks and all that. 80s, can really leave the 80s over and over. Same with like Groundhog Day. It's like you try to go back and relive your childhood over and over again. You want to buy that toy you had from back in the 80s. Now, with the Trappist, whatever you call that, you're paying things more and more and more. So maybe a vintage from back then, maybe you could pay $20 back then. Now, you want that little toy, you're paying $100, $200. Good old 80s have gone, long gone, and people still try to live on the 80s off toys, off games. You cannot buy back the 80s anymore. Your wallet's gonna be like a little fat TV. You open up the wallet, I don't want to open up for you anymore. There's no more money. Don't open me up anymore. Wallet's gonna tell you, got no more money, man. Wallet's gonna talk to you. 80s is long gone, but people try to hold on to it. Like Groundhog Day, really over and over, the same thing over and over again. But somehow those old things grandparents had back then, that old couch, that old TV, they never changed anything for 20, 30, 40 years, and they still have the same stuff they did when they were in high school, when they were young. Now, every 2 months you have to buy a new couch, it rips on you, tears on you, or the radio breaks. The little skinny flat TV you buy gives you some kind of static boost. I don't want to turn on anymore, you have to buy a new one. Everything has a malfunction, whatever you want to call it. You have a robot wants to take to the library, your futuristic car. Hey robot, take me to the library. Library? What's a library? You never heard of a library. Libraries don't exist anymore. Hey robot, take me to the gym. To the gym? Nobody works out anymore. Everybody's skinny like a little toothpick. Doctor tells everybody to you need to lose weight whenever you go there. So all the time everyone's walking around, they're losing weight. Man, these doctors telling you to lose weight. Back in the day, every time you go to the doctor, hey man, you need to lose some weight. Yeah man, I've been sitting in your sitting area for about an hour. I lost about 50 pounds, man. Your sitting area does a job. You lose your weight when you go to the doctor. You go to the sitting area, you sit there for an hour, boom, you lost 50 pounds. These days, you don't need to go to a gym and sweat your pants off. Do all your little sit-ups, do all your push-ups, whatever you want to call them, sit-ups, crunches, eat up your little barbells. Like, people just go there to meet people, that's it. They don't go there to work out anymore. Hey, you look cute. Yeah man, I'm sweating like a pig, I look cute. Yeah! So people meet. They don't go on vacation anymore, because you know you go on vacation, you meet somebody. Meet about 2, 3 wives back on vacation. Every time you want to take a vacation somewhere, you're bound to meet a wife. So. Back to that soccer mom again. You're back with the 3, 4, 5 kids every time you take a vacation. That's a places like that. People go clubs, drink, maybe they drink. Eventually, you're gonna meet somebody. Hey man, I could drink more than you. Hey, awesome. You become friends. You social that way. Go to a gym. You want to lift barbells. Yeah man, I look cute. You want to social, you want to meet people. Yeah, man, I sweat like a pig, I'm lifting barbells. Yay! Lift 50 pounds, man. Yeah, you can't open it up on a freaking can of beans at home. That kind of wipes out there. All the stuff he does to lose weight, be skinny, but come home, man, I don't want to do nothing. You do all the work, man. You go out to the yard work, you go out and make your dinner. I'll just sit here and do my workout, look all skinny and sexy. Put on those swimsuits that never fit, but Man, when I would wear those skinny jeans, oh, they look so skinny. Your ass a little shaking in there. Man, you look so funny in those skinny jeans, man. You need to lose weight. Yeah, man, I'm going to the doctor. The doctor's going to tell me to lose weight, man. Going with my skinny jeans, man. Hey, doc, how much weight do I need to lose to fit in these jeans, man? Yeah, repeating a day over and over. Groundhog Day. Things break on you. Things don't fit anymore. You eat too much. The car breaks down on you all the time. You buy now, it's skinny and doesn't work anymore. You turn it on, a second later, it breaks. Good old days, it breaks. You freaking punch it. It'll still turn on. These days, you gotta be extra careful with a duster. You had to do nothing with stuff these days. Good old days have come and gone, but people try to relive them. And that's why it brought me up. The Groundhog Day brought me up into the car clanking, and maybe you need to look up. Maybe you're under UFO. And that's what started this whole conversation. Groundhog Day. I did one episode of Groundhog Day before, but now I'm changing my name to Boxcar Richie. There's another story behind that. Dolly came up with Richie for me in the chat one time, and there's the singer's name, Nile Richie and all that, so I'm going to use Richie for my name. This sounds more country than if anyone should know, it's Dolly, so make a name, country name. So I'm changing from Boxcar Richard to Boxcar Richie. Boxcar comes from Boxcar Willie. He's an old country singer, so I used his name for a while. I've been other names as well before. I'm just doing this for fun, reviving my comedy. Thanks for watching. Boxcar Richie. Summer, once in a while I do revive my comedy. Maybe I'll call this Groundhog Day or 80s memories, something like that. Thanks for watching.